Hello and welcome to Preschool Storytime. My name is Miss Claire and I'm from the Chattanooga Public Library. Preschool Storytime is for children ages 3 to 5, but everyone is welcome. Grown-ups, if you would fill out the survey that's linked in the description box below, it would help us. It's so hard for us not to see smiling faces every week, and your feedback will let us know how we're doing and how we can serve you better. Thanks. Today we have stories about bears. I have a little bear puppet. He usually helps me with baby bounce, but he's stepping up to preschools today. All right, our first story is called Bears, 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 and it is by Bob Barner. And it is published by Chronicle Books. Here's our first sleepy bear. Bears, bears, bears. I want to see a world of bears. Do you have a favorite bear? We might be reading about it. Polar bears dive for an icy seal. Sun bears lick up a sticky meal. I see a bee. Do you know what the sun bears are eating? Sticky honey. Giant pandas munch bamboo with a snap. Spectacled bears cuddle up for a nap. Grizzly bears fish with giant claws. Look at those big claws. Sloth bears hug mama with furry paws. They're getting a ride. Moon bears climb tall trees with a leap. They're trying to get up to their mama, aren't they? Black bears doze in snowy winter sleep. Bears, bears, bears. I want to see diving, licking, munching, cuddling, fishing, hugging, climbing, dozing bears. And then he tells you a little bit about the baby bears. Like the sun bear, the cubs stay with their mother until adulthood. Spectacled bears, baby's eyes stay closed for the first month. Giant panda bear, cubs are about the size of a stick of butter. Grizzly bears grow up to be 9 feet tall and up to 1,000 pounds. Polar bears, at birth, cub weighs about 1 pound. And then there's more about other bears in Bears, Bears, Bears. Are you ready for a hibernation story? This is from a book called Time to Sleep. And here is our bear. And he's sniffing the air. I smell winter in the air. I think it's time for me to go crawl in my cave and sleep. But first, I must tell, who is this? Snail. You might have to tuck him in a little bit. Snail. Winter is in the air. It is time to curl up in your shell and go to sleep. Snail stopped slithering around. You were right, Bear. This morning there was frost on the grass. It is time to sleep. But first I must tell, who is this? Skunk. Okay, I'm going to take Bear off since he's so big. I'll set him right in front of me. Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch. Skunk was busy digging, and Snail said, Skunk! Winter is on its way. It is time for you to go to your den and sleep. Skunk looked up at the leaves on the trees, said, You are right, but first I must tell, who is this? Turtle. Turtle was off on a ramble. Stop, Turtle, cried Skunk. What? I have news. Winter is on its way. What do you think Turtle said? The days have been growing shorter. It's time to sleep, but first I must tell Woodchuck. Woodchuck, winter is on its way. My skin has been feeling a little tight. I think I've eaten a lot of food. It is time for me to go down into my burrow and sleep. But first, I must tell Ladybug. Ladybug was flying around. The leaves are falling from the trees, said Woodchuck. It is time for you to slip under a log and go to sleep. All right, but first, I must tell. We need to get our bear back here. I must tell Bear. Bear was snoring away in his den. Bear, Bear, wake up. What? Bear, winter is on its way. You need to get in your den and go to sleep. I was in my den. I was asleep. I am in my cave. What? Oh, sorry, Bear. Good night, Bear, said Ladybug. Good night, Bug. And then they also said, good night, Turtle. Good night, Skunk. And good night. Who else did we have? Do you remember? Groundhog and Nail. And that's time to sleep. And now I have a book about hibernating that's called Hibernation Station. And it's written by Michelle Meadows and illustrated by Kurt Cyrus. Let's see who our publisher is. It is published by Simon and Schuster. Let's see if I can get close enough so you can see these. You see the big raccoon and the raccoon babies and snails and mice. And what else do you see? Whose tails are those? Fuzzy slippers, warm pajamas, forest babies, and their mamas. Show up early at the station. Time for winter hibernation. Do you like their train? Bats and chipmunks in the middle, bears and mice from big to little. All of those animals are going to squeeze into those logs. Groundhogs, turtles, snakes, and frogs slipping into holes and logs. Fluff the pillows, snuggle in, but then commotion in a den. I cannot sleep, a black bear roars. My roommate rolls around and snores. A groundhog cries, this hole's too tight. It's dark in here. I need more light. Then, trouble near the stream. The hedgehog babies start to scream. Just when the beds begin to sink, two chipmunks cry, we've spilled a drink. There, water's leaking in there, isn't it? And while you're up, we need more snacks and bring more pillows for our backs. Just then Frog begins to moan, I'm scared to be down here alone. The bears in charge, in railroad caps, review the hibernation maps. Come on, Black Bear, bring your shoes. Here's a quiet place to snooze. There we go. Come on, Hedgehog, warm and dry. Let's huddle for a lullaby. What we got here? Come on, chipmunks. Sip, sip, sip. Nibble, nibble. Drip, drip, drip. Getting a drink, but he's spilling. I think he's spilling more than he's drinking. Blankets, pillows, extra snug. Come on, Frog. You need a hug. That's awful. Looks pretty cold. Climb on top and join the heap. What do you think? Soon everyone is fast asleep. Let's see if I can get all the pictures. Is that bear sleeping with his tongue out? And that is Hibernation Station. You ready for a song? We are going to sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. You can grab your paddle, your oar, and you can either do this way, or just pull it straight back. We're going to sing Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. But I have some new verses. We're going to sing it through once, and then we'll sing it again so you can be sure and help me out. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Row, row, row your boat gently down the Nile. If you see a camel there, don't forget to smile. Can I see big smiles? All right, we're going to the river. I'm going to shiver. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. Woo! Polar bears live where it's cold, don't they? All right, you ready we're going to go down the shore? Row, row, row your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. Can you roar? Roar. Okay, now we have a quiet one. Row, row, row your boat gently down this creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Squeak. Can you remember all those? We're going to do it again. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. All right, this time we're going to do stream and scream. Do you remember what animal? Big snapping crocodile? Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! All right, we're going to go down the Nile and smile. Row, row, row your boat gently down the Nile. If you see a camel there, don't forget to smile. I want to see big smiles. Yay, so good. Thank you. All right, we're going to go down the river and shiver. Do you remember the animal, the polar bear? Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. Woo! All right, we're going down the shore and we're going to roar like a lion. Row, row, row your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. Roar. You're going to show your big lion paws. Roar. All right, we're going to go down the creek and we're going to see a little mouse and we're going to squeak. Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Squeak. Good job. Thank you so much for helping me with that. I have a story about a polar bear now. He might be shivering. This is Polar Bear's Underwear by Tupra Tupra. And it is published by Chronicle Books. Poor polar bear. He can't find his underwear. That would be bad, wouldn't it? What's the matter? Asks his friend Mouse. I've lost my underwear. What kind of underwear were you wearing today, Polar Bear? I can't remember. Don't worry, Polar Bear. We'll look for it together. Thank you, Mouse. Look at this colorful striped underwear. Is that your pair, Polar Bear? No, This is not my underwear. Whose underwear is it? What do you think? It's Zebra's underwear, and it's his favorite pair. This pair has treats all over it. It looks delicious. Is that your pair? Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No, it isn't mine, Mouse. Whose underwear is it? Num, num, num. It's Pig's underwear. Here's an itty-bitty pair of underwear with flowers. Cute. This pair looks too small for you, Polar Bear. I agree. But whose underwear is it? Who do you think could wear such a small pair of underwear? It's Butterfly's underwear. This underwear says, I love mice. This must be your pair, Polar Bear. No, this is not my underwear at all. Well, whose underwear is it? Who else likes mice, do you think? Oh, no, it's Cat's underwear. Run! Wow. Polka dot underwear with ruffles. This isn't your pair, Polar Bear, is it? Let's have a look. Wiggle, wiggle. It's Squid's underwear, and he has 10 legs. This pair of carrot underwear is upside down. Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No way. But whose underwear is it? Who do you think might be wearing carrot underwear? It's Bunny's underwear, and it looks great on her head. That's not where you wear your underwear, is it? Here is some white underwear. Whose pair could this be? Polar Bear, you're wearing your underwear. Your pair isn't lost at all. Oh, I forgot. I put on my new white underwear today. I had no idea that I was wearing my underwear all along, Mouse. I'm glad you found your pair, Polar Bear. Polar Bear's underwear so clean and so white, he loves his pair because it's bright. Polar Bear's underwear so comfy and new. Would you like to wear a pair too? I think Polar Bear's underwear might be too big for us. And that's Polar Bear's underwear by Tupra Tupra. Oh my goodness. Silly Polar Bear. We are going to be looking for some polar bears, or at least one. These are, I guess, igloos. And those, or icebergs, what do you think? I think we're calling them igloos. So behind one of these igloos is a polar bear, but I don't know which one we have. Can you help me name the colors? Red, blue, purple, yellow, orange, pink, and green. And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to say, polar bear, playing hide and seek. Are you under the, what do you think? Park? Red igloo? Let's take a peek. No polar bear, but there's a star. Who knew? What do you think? What should we try next? Lydia, do you want blue? Polar bear, playing hide and seek. Are you under the blue igloo? Let's take a peek. Oh, no, not there. Let's see, what should we try next? What do you think? Evan? Orange? Polar bear, playing hide and seek. Are you under the orange? No, let's take a peek. We have another star under there, though. Polar bear, playing hide and seek. Paul, what do you think? You think green? You like green. Let's take a peek. Oh, polar bear, playing hide and seek. Are you under the green igloo? Let's take a peek. There's a polar bear. Oh, we have 3 more. Do you think there are any more polar bears? Maybe more stars? We'll see. polar bear playing hide and seek. Are you under the, what do you think, Stella? You want pink? Are you under the pink igloo? Let's take a peek. No. Polar bear playing hide and seek. Are you under the, what do you think, Owen? Purple? Let's take a peek. There's one. So we have two polar bears. Do you think there's one under here? Let's look. Polar bear playing hide and seek. Are you under the yellow igloo? Let's take a peek. No, but we have one, two. We have two polar bears and two stars. Shall we put them all up and count again? Let's see if we can put these up high so we won't cover up our stuff. One. See if we can put them up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope we can do this way. 6 and 7. He's kind of sneaking out there, isn't he? Just put him right there. Oh, I lost my other polar bear, but he's right here. There you go. Thank you so much for joining me today and for helping me with everything. I always have fun when you're with me. I'll hope to see you next week. I miss you. Bye-bye.